Oh, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Pano Shinobi, and this is a quick game. Well, not really a quick game, but this is a game of survival mode here with my boy Schlong. And yeah, we do pretty well. It's been a while since I've done one of these, these long 20-minute plus commentaries. But hey, I'm gonna split this into 3 parts and deliver to you guys. Maybe put out 2 today, or 1 today and 2 tomorrow. But yeah. As you can see, we're playing on SEATOWN, and simple stuff. If you guys haven't been subbed to us, or you haven't been watching our videos, this is like the first video you've seen of ours, survival mode that is. Basically what you want to do when you open up a game I should say, is kill them with your handgun, pick up their shotty, and then, kill them. And then when they start dropping better weapons, because they do start dropping better weapons, you want to switch out your weapons for those weapons. So right now, as you see, I have an 1887 shotgun, but as time goes on, they'll start dropping some nice stuff. The next weapon they drop is actually an MP5, which is okay. It is alright. It's not the greatest weapon in the world, but an MP5, and then later on they start dropping some weapons like the ACR, which to me is like a survival mode staple. I gotta have the ACR. And they start dropping the AK-47, the FAD, and a bunch of other weapons, which is great. It's nice, it saves a bit of money. You don't have to buy weapons yourself. You can just pick up the ones on the ground and then save up buying ammo and weapons yourself, you know what I mean? So, you get to save your money a little bit longer than you would if you just bought the weapons yourself. But, as you can see, we're just running around. I don't know what we're doing right here, but we really should be readying up so we can just move on to the next round. We're not doing anything important. So, moving on to the next round. As you can see, look, we're trying to get up. This is how you do it. You jump on that box thing, you jump up on the ladder, and you climb through the window. Okay, so for the first 20 or so rounds, you don't really want to be taking your time. You want to be, just rushing through the rounds quick as possible without dying, obviously. You don't want to go down and lose that quick revive, but quick revive? Self-revive. I keep thinking of zombies when I think of quick revive. You just want to quickly get through these first 20 rounds, because there's nothing really important that you need to do. You just need to quickly get up to the high waves. And after wave 20 is when you should be taking your time and buying the stuff that you need, so you can prolong how long you're surviving for, So, the first 20 rounds is pretty much nothing to do. You just kill all the enemies as quick as possible, and then ready up, move on to the next round, and, just do it as quick as possible. And you'll see, by the end of this first part of the video, which is like 20-something minutes, we'll make it to like wave 21 or something like that. So, call it rushed, but, it's what you need to do to... You don't want to have like a freaking 10 hours, but you don't want to have a 3-hour long gameplay simply because you was taking your time the first 20 waves, Also, another thing, guys, the reason why you want to just quickly rush through the first 20 waves is because after like wave 30, the waves do get much longer than, than you can control. So, you'll find yourself taking like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes maybe. I don't know how long it takes. I haven't been counting, like checking the time when we were doing the waves, but after wave 30 the waves do take much longer than they do right now, obviously, which is why you want to rush and quickly finish these waves as soon as possible and just kill all these enemies ASAP, Rambo style. So yeah, you really don't want to be taking your time the first 20 waves. So that's all I'm saying. When you play and you find out yourself, taking your time is not a good idea. You waste a lot of time and you could be doing some other stuff. I mean, you could be playing another map for all you care. So, as you can see, I'm just going around killing them. I have enough ammo in my shotgun to, last me a few more waves. And there we go. I think I pick up an MP5 soon. I have noticed that I get more comments, more people respond to the longer gameplays for survival mode for some reason. I don't know why. Like for Underground, I remember when I did Underground, which is like one of my longest commentaries to date. I didn't think many people would watch it because the videos were like 20 minutes long. I was in my head, I was like, who's gonna watch a 20-minute video which has 3 parts? So that's like what, an hour? Or no, 2 parts. That's like 40 minutes. Who's really gonna watch that? And especially me with my boring monotone voice. Come on, dude. But I don't know, long behold, I got a ton of Crazy Frog comments. And if you don't know what that means, Crazy Frog comments, it's kind of an inside joke. You have to have watched the Underground Wave 35 plus strategy video that we did to know what the Crazy Frog comments means. So if you don't know what it means and you want to know what it means, you have to go watch the video. And wow, did you see I got a fly? Damn, I was kind of like my jaw dropped when I saw that guy just get plastered to the wall by my shotgun. So as you can see, those are only two ways they can get up into that building. It's through the stairs, right there in front of me, the stairs, and the ladder on my left. So you know, the way that I showed you guys through the window that I shot earlier, they can't get through there because they're not that clever for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, this is very simple. You'll see later on when we actually start doing it. But for right now, there's no need to start the strategy because it's really easy. And as you can see, I got my MP5 right here, and I'm trying to take out this helicopter. Now, another tip is whenever it says you are hurt and your screen is pretty much red, your entire screen is red, you want to get the hell out of there, get to cover, because you're pretty much one bullet away from going down. And that's something I've struggled to learn a little bit, just because I'm so aggressive with my attack, or you know, my Rambo style. Sometimes I just don't know when to stop shooting, you know. So you know, I've had a few comments in the interchange video that we did saying, you know, you need to learn when to stop, like you need to make better decisions, which I agree with. I just wish people would comment those things in a nicer way, because those are the only ones that I respond to. You know, if you say something like, oh, you're stupid, then I'm probably gonna diss you back, make you look stupid. Or you know, if you say things in a nice way, then you know, we're cool, we got no problems. I'll read your comment and I'll take it into consideration, which is what I did with the last comment. You know, they said I need to stop rushing and make better decisions, which is why I think we got a better result for this map, and also for Underground, which we tried to do again. So you know, after we're gonna try and do a few more maps. I think the next one is gonna be Carbon. I'm trying to think in my mind, you know, what can we do for Carbon. But yeah, the next one is gonna be Carbon, and me and Schlong do need to get a wave 50 attempt at least for Resistance. It can be done, it's just we haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But yeah, anyway, so right now I think, yeah, we're good. We're moving on to wave 8, and yeah, it's going well. It's going well. Have 12k in the bank, and you know, you want to save that money for later on, when you know, so later on you're gonna have a ton of money. You know, you're not gonna have to worry. And also it's important because your teammate could be running low, and if your teammate's running low and you have a ton of money, hey, just hand it over to him. Don't be so stingy. It's all about the team and surviving. You can't do it without your teammate. It's not like zombies where if your teammates die, you can still clutch it because you don't have to revive them. In this, you have to revive your teammates. So you know, it's important that they have sufficient money to keep going, you know, to buy their self-revives, to buy their ammo, you know, to get their whatever it is they need. But yeah, so up here, as you can see, I'm on this, like, I don't know what you call this, but I'm on this thing, and the only place they can shoot you is from across, and if you go prone, they can't shoot you anywhere else from across that, you know, where that window is. And yeah, it's okay spot, but this is not our strategy. This is just you know, I don't know, messing around, I guess. And as you can see, the dogs can't get you. They just sit there and bark at you, which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but hey, I'm running low on shotgun ammo, so, and I'm also running low on MP5 ammo. So luckily the weapons army is right here, so I can just buy ammo, as you can see right now. So you know, ammo is really inexpensive. Some people say when they watch me take out juggernauts with my gun, they're like, hey, why don't you just buy a Predator missile, or you know, C4s is much easier to kill juggernauts. And my response to that is, it's early waves. Why should I spend so much money buying C4 to kill a juggernaut when I can use my gun? Ammo is only $750. It's all about using that money correctly, you know. Yes, I could use a Predator missile to kill it and it would be easier, but would it be cheaper? Hell no, it wouldn't be cheaper. It would be more expensive, which is not what I want right now. You know, I want to be saving my money. Later on, maybe those airstrikes and stuff will come in handy because you know, they're more effective. You'll see later on I do end up buying airstrikes for the juggernauts, but it's not just for the juggernauts. It also ends up killing like those regular soldiers. So you'll see later on. And right here, as you can see, when I get hurt, I just go prone and I revive. Well, not revive, I gain my health back. So he can't really shoot. He can't shoot me through this thing. He can only shoot me when I poke my head out. So you know, you have to be kind of careful. After Sunday, actually, me and Volatile Maniac are gonna attempt to get a wave 40 plus attempt on the new map Piazza, which should be cool. I know a lot of you guys might not have Call of Duty Elite Premium, but that's okay. You know, when the maps come up for you, you'll have the strategy right there available for you. So yeah, if you guys don't know, my survival mode partner for the Xbox is Volatile Maniac. And if you're on the Xbox, add him up. It's VOLATILE space MANIAC. So that's Volatile Maniac with a space in between. So go add him up. And yeah, go spam him with messages, because I know how you guys do. When I told you guys to add up Schlong Song, you guys attacked his account like wild beasts. He told me, and I thought it was kind of funny. If you wanna add up Schlong Song, please do. Send him messages. Message him saying "Yeah, buddy," because that's like his catchphrase, "Yeah, buddy." So yeah, it'll be pretty funny for him to text me or something saying, "Hey, did you tell him to say yeah, buddy?" You know, that's copyright, you know, because that's his catchphrase. So as you can see, I think we're starting to do the strategy. I'm not too sure, but this is pretty much it right here. I sit at the stairs and Schlong would sit at the top watching this ladder, because that's where they come from. And from that point, it's pretty much easy mode. So as you can see, we're just clearing out wave 11. And the shotgun is a 2-shotgun kill unless you like get up real close or you shoot them in the head. As you can see, look, it's more than 1 shot, which is it isn't good. It means I have to switch out the shotgun for something else. But luckily, I'm not too sure. I think they're using the AK-47 now, which is good. I can pick that up. It's a pretty good weapon. And as you can see, this dude right here, get back down, noob. You're trying to get back up. What's wrong with you? Sit your ass down. So yeah, I'm getting up this way, moving on to the next wave. And yeah guys, I wanted to know, because you know, I do the survival mode videos, as you obviously can see right now, but you know, I wanted to know if you guys would also like some other stuff, like some vlogs, some stuff outside of gaming. And you know, that's something I wanted to do, you know, for 2012, is do more IRL in real life stuff. You know, actually show my face instead of just gameplay. So you know, I need to stop hiding behind the microphone and actually get in front of the camera. So and also, you know, some more non-survival mode related stuff maybe. I was thinking about doing some more of that personal with Pinoy series, so you guys can get to know me more. And you know, I did one video for that, and I think I did pretty well. But yeah, maybe I don't know if there's enough of you guys to do this, but I really would want to do a FAQ series, like maybe every week or every 2 weeks. But I don't think there's enough people asking me questions to do something like that. So if you're interested in maybe a frequently asked series, yeah, you can probably do that if you guys are willing to post a lot of comments / questions to me. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So as you can see right now, it is a Juggernaut round, so I really should be getting the hell out of there. Oh, see, look, that's the thing. That was a bad judgment call by me. I tried to stay there and put as many bullets in him as I could, but you know, I didn't leave enough space to get to the cover, so therefore I got shot while I was trying to get to cover. So these guys right here are no problem at all while they have their shield, but once they drop their shield, oh, they become really lethal. So but while they have their shield on them, they're pretty much useless. You can go around and restock on ammo, do what you need to do to get ready for the next wave, because they're not going to chase you. They're really slow, and they don't shoot you unless you're like really close to them. But once you start shooting at them and you remove their shield, they become pretty deadly. They become regular juggernauts. So right now we're moving on to wave 13, and I believe me and Schlong are now doing the strategy. As you can see, he's up top watching the ladder, and I'm at the bottom watching the door. And we're pretty much locking this building down, so they can't really get us unless they start pushing up real hard, as you'll see later on. But right now, as you can see, those Nova Gas guys, they are really annoying. You know, when you're trying to do a loop, as we did in the last round for the Juggernauts, and you run into like one of those Nova Gas things that they put down, it slows you down, and it's really not nice. Okay, especially when Juggernauts are coming after you. So you want to kill those guys ASAP. And as you can see, I'm kind of venturing out this area simply because there's only like 3 more enemies left. Okay, moving on to wave 14, and it's going pretty well, you know. And yeah, so I think, what am I gonna do right here? Am I gonna buy a weapon, or I'm not too sure. What am I gonna buy? P90, baby. P90 is a really good gun, simply because it is an SMG, which means it has high mobility. It's not gonna slow you down when you're running. So, you know, that's good for the Juggernaut rounds when we do the loop. You can just get the hell out of there ASAP, because you get the most mobility out of SMGs compared to like LMG, which is really big and heavy, and you're gonna run really slow and turn really slow. So in SMG, you're gonna have like full pace Usain Bolt style status. So yeah, P90 is really good, large clip. It's like a mini LMG, although the damage probably isn't as high. I'm not too sure about the stats, but yeah, as you can see, these Nova Gas guys, their smoke is really annoying because as you shoot them, they explode and they block your vision. You can't see where the enemies are coming from simply because of the smoke or gas, but you can look at the radar, which is good. And the dogs, you have to keep an ear out for them, not an eye out, but an ear out for them, because you can hear them coming a mile away, and it kind of helps you prepare for them. You know, you can get ready aiming at the ground, you know, ready for them to pop up on your screen, so you can just take your shots at them. And if you don't have a headset or you're not using your TV speakers, that can be kind of a problem because you won't be able to know when the dogs are coming. And I think it's pretty important to have a microphone, simply because you're a teammate and you can communicate. Say, oh, the most important thing about having a microphone is when your teammate or yourself, when your teammate goes down, for example, let's say Schlong goes down, and I ask him, do you have self-revive? See, that right there is very important. If he didn't have a mic and he went down and he didn't have self-revive, and he couldn't tell me, I might assume that he has self-revive, therefore I wouldn't revive him. Therefore, we'd lose the game, because you have to revive your teammates in survival mode or else you lose. So, that's one of the most important things about having a microphone in survival mode. And vice versa, if he did have self-revive and I tried to go revive him, that could be troublesome also, especially during a Juggernaut round where we're doing a loop. I could run into him and try to revive him, and we're getting boxed in by the enemies. And let's say he ended up having self-revive anyway, then that's like a really stupid move. So I think having a microphone is definitely very important for survival mode. That's the bottom line. That's the point of this ramble, I guess you could call it. And yeah, so right now we're moving on to wave 16. And yeah, it's going pretty well. I got a P90, I got a sentry gun in my back pocket, I got my 10 claymores and 10 C4s, I have sleight of hand, and I still have my self-revive, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And yeah, you just want to be saving points right now. I got 15k. I'm gonna put my sentry up here. It's not the greatest place to put your sentry, to be honest, but it does do its job. It stays alive for a few rounds, and that's what more could you ask for a sentry gun. So right now, start of a wave. I was aiming down my sight, simply because I was looking at the radar and I saw where they were coming from. And as you can see, I think they're trying to take out my sentry gun, which is not cool. That's my sentry gun, dude. So right now they're all coming from one direction. That's why me and Schlong are both here. But as you can see, they're starting to flank around, which is why I'm going back downstairs. And I think now they're using the ACR, which is great. That's the weapon that I want. I want the ACR. So as you can see, I'm gonna switch out my 1887s for the ACR, which is a beast of a gun. It has, I think it's the most accurate assault rifle, with the exception of the Type 95 and the MK14, which are not fully automatic. But yeah, I think it's the most accurate fully auto assault rifle that there is in this game. I'm not too sure. I think it is. I'm not too sure. You guys can correct me on that one in the comments below if you think there's a more accurate assault rifle out there. So as you can see, moving on to the next wave anytime now. Yeah, wave 17. And just doing the strategy. I get the bottom stairs and Schlong gets on top. And this is pretty much it. You're gonna see another 40 plus minutes of this strategy right here. Except for it does get more intense, so you're definitely gonna want to stick around and see how we struggle, because sorry about that. As you probably heard, my phone was ringing and it was a wrong number. Can you believe that? It was an elderly lady from the sound of her voice, and she was looking for someone who didn't live here. So have you ever had that kind of situation? Someone calls your house or whatever and they're asking for someone that you don't know. She's like, is Derek there? I'm like, I don't know Derek. Sorry, lady, but no, I don't think Derek lives here. Unless he's in the basement or in the attic somewhere, and I don't know about it. But, I don't know a Derek. I'm sorry. So, as you can see right now, it's a Juggernaut round. And me and Schlong are doing a loop, and I jump out of the wrong window. So, silly me, I jump out the wrong window. And you'll see later on, we do change it a little bit. So what you want to do is let them spawn in a little bit, and then jump out the window, and then you want to get to this area right here, and the dogs will be chasing you, so you have to be careful. The dogs do come first before the soldiers, and then you want to stop here, head glitch the window. The reason for stopping at the window is you don't want to run too far ahead, or else they will start cutting you off and it will completely ruin the train. And basically you want to have them running around the edges of the map. But if you go too fast, they won't run around the edges of the map, they'll just cut straight through the map, they'll go through the middle. So that's a big problem with going too fast during the loop. So you want to take it, you want to get ahead of them, but you don't want to go too fast. And now that the wave is practically over, there's only 2 juggernauts left, the 2 riot shield guys, and as I've said earlier, they're really not a problem, they're not a threat unless you start shooting at them and they drop their riot shield. That's when they become a big threat. So you know, wave 13, or was it wave 18, I mean, my bad, it looks like 13 on my screen. At this wave, as you can see right now, Shlong's like, lead them in, I'll take him out with the C4, and does he? I'm not too sure. Well, he takes himself out. He takes 1 juggernaut and himself out. Skills, Shlong, skills. I'm just kidding. But as you can see, what I was gonna say is on this wave, wave 18, these regular juggernauts, later on you get the bigger juggernauts, but right now these guys right here, if you flash them once and empty 1 clip of your ACR ammo directly on their head, it will kill them. So that's something I've learned. And as you can see, look, you could just run circles around this dude and he won't do anything. And Shlong is like whoring up with the explosives. He's kind of explosive happy right now, and the claymores do not kill him. So yeah, that was scary. So as you can see, he did drop his riot shield, and that is a problem because now he's a big threat. So I flash him, but he doesn't get flashed, and this is called rape. When you both stick your gun inside of him and start shooting, yeah, that's called rape. Anyway, we're moving on to the next wave right now, and it is wave 19, I believe. And what am I gonna buy? Let's see. I think I'm gonna buy what am I gonna buy? Flashbangs. And I'm also at $23,000, so you know, that's pretty good. That's gonna keep building because points are not really that important right now. You just want to keep saving those things for later on. And yeah, let's move on to the next wave, why don't we? So as you can see, my sentry gun is still alive, it's still holding up. And yeah, so just waiting. They don't spawn in straight away, so that's kind of, yeah, there's a delay. And there they are, they're on the radar now. So Shlong's at top, and the thing is, Shlong is not only just watching the window, he's also watching the sides. He's watching this side and the other side. So you know, he's doing pretty well. He's able to pick off enemies from all directions. Apart from, you know, with it, I can't do what he's doing right now simply because I'm downstairs and there's not windows everywhere like him. He has windows in the front, back, and the side. I only have the front and the left side. So Shlong has a wider view of what he can, of the soldiers that he can kill. And as you can see right here, my battery is almost dead on my controller, so I had to switch controllers. So sorry about that. Hope it doesn't ruin the viewing experience for you guys. And yeah, moving on to wave 20. I tried to jump across to get my sentry gun to move it, but no luck, no bueno. So moving on to the next wave, wave 20. Still going strong, and there's a ton of ACR ammo, which is why I just did that quick I don't know, 180 pick up that ACR ammo. I'm at 30k right now, and you want to be careful with the claymores because the claymores do explode 360 degrees, unlike in multiplayer. You know, in multiplayer, when you put on a claymore, it kills anyone that walks in front of it, right? But the thing is, with survival mode, it kills anyone who's in front of it, and it also does damage to the person standing behind it. So you have to be careful how far you are next to your claymores. So yeah, this part of the video is almost done, and I just wanted to say, if you guys did enjoy this and you do want to see more survival mode, please do leave a comment below and give us a thumbs up. The thumbs up is a good indication that you guys are still watching and you guys do want to see more. Usually what happens with YouTube is when someone tries to do something and they don't really get that much of reception, like people don't really watch it or give it that many thumbs up, that basically says to the YouTuber, okay, these guys, my subs don't really like what I'm doing with this series, so I'm gonna discontinue it. So if you guys do like the survival mode, please do drop a thumbs up and we'll continue to pump it out. And if you're new around here, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you in part 2.